Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that has come up more recently, um, but it's always been in my mind for a long while. It's about empaths and highly sensitive people along this line. So sure, why there's so much activity at a little elementary school here that they're leaving apparently really early. Yeah, I don't know why. But anyway, I had to stop for the video because of that. But I want to talk about this. This is like an issue, and it could be, I don't know, I don't think that it would cause an argument, but part of it would be about agreeing to disagree, for one thing. But that's also the question, okay, if that makes sense. I'll try to make it make sense. The basic thing is, recently somebody had commented on something I had said about that some people want to say that there's one definition of what an empath means, or a highly sensitive person, or highly sensitive people, empaths. That there's only one definition, and only one person knows it. Like that's a person who, they think they coined it, and that's it. Okay, I've heard of empaths. Been around for a while. I mean, different people call it different things. Like some call it it could be gift of discernment, or others than that. But it's like there's a debate. But some people believe they only are the one and only who knows what an empath. Let's just stick with empath. What an empath means. And part of what this one woman told me was, of course, that there was nobody who would be an empath who would think that they know all that there is to be, to know, and they're the ones who know the only definition of an empath. And I've had people, online tell me that it's obvious that I don't understand what is an empath. And I think that's what started it all off. That I don't know what it is to be an empath, or what it means to be an empath. And it was obvious. Okay, now this is a person who is stating that she was an empath herself. And the other person, the one who, agreed with me, said that, told me that nobody knows the one and only definition, and somebody who claims to be an empath and who is saying that they're the only one. Yeah, I even say the same thing. That hints at something totally different. Think about it. What kind of person thinks they're the only one, the one and only, who knows what being an empath is, and tells other people they're wrong? Yeah, think about that for a second. Now, of course, it could be, I'm going to say this, what some people call a narcissistic flea. That's when you pick up the bad behaviors from a narcissist. And one of the bad behaviors that it could be, one, of somebody who's narcissistic, or even maybe a narcissist, or probably a narcissist, it could be, it's not that one size doesn't fit all, is it they think that they know everything. They are the only voice of authority, the expert, the only one anybody should listen to, and everybody else they're just wrong. And you can pick up the bad behavior, that kind of bad behavior, and some would say, oh, it's being, that they can find, having confidence, self-confidence, and, they can find anything to call it. But when you're telling people, especially about being an empath, that your view is the only right view, I even question that. Seriously, why would anybody think that way? And I'm going to say this too. I put up a post on Facebook once before that. It was in a group for people who were empaths, and and I asked, because I'd seen people talk about that they were born with it. Well, I put up a question to see how many people thought they were a post with a question, how many people thought they were born with it, or was it developed? And I had made a video a long time before that, years before I did that, and basically saying that I felt that it was something that developed, in very early childhood. Well, so I think that's where I got that. Some people said, no, they were born with it. Now, I have a question, and I don't want to say that I'm the only one who knows after all of what I just said. But the question I had after this, because many people said that they were born with it, and they said that, and some of them were saying that anybody who wasn't born with it is just, they're making it up. Wow. But my thing is, I can't remember back that far. I'm saying it in a little bit of a joke, but at the same time serious. How does anybody know that they were born with it? I mean, I'm really serious about that. How would you know that you're born with it, or that it wasn't developed after you were born in very early childhood? Like, that's how I see mine, very early childhood. That I needed to, that I had to, okay, develop this. So, it's not just the empathy, but the, being an empath, but also highly sensitive person. So, very early childhood. But what do you think? I mean, see, I'm open-minded enough to think, I'm a to each their own person. And notice I didn't say his. Women are not generic males. So, so I'm that one thing. Oh, did you see that squirrel? Yeah. Uh, that's one thing I am. That's my thing, and that's how I am. To each their own. However you want to say it, however you want to see it, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, and as long as you're not being abusive, doing something illegal, all that, those kinds of things, then what business is it of mine how you see it? You see? But that's all part of this, isn't it? Who's open-minded enough to think that their way is not the only way, and that if somebody else disagrees with them, just agree to disagree. What do you think? How do you think that empaths of course, would be this way? Of course. I mean, do you see it that way, or you say that it doesn't matter? How do you see it? Leave a comment below. If you want to subscribe to this channel, which is a variety channel, it could be on any kind of topic. Click the circle icon that pops up if you want to watch another video on this channel. Click on the rectangles that pop up. Like, subscribe, comment, and share it on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.